Greetings and happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to everyone. Hello there, P. Moses. Welcome and greetings. Hopefully, your Saturday has been excellent thus far. And for those abroad, happy Sunday. Today's live, and I do not plan on being long, is entitled Planet Fitness Revoked. Thank you. Thank you so much, P. Moses. And the subject is going to be about the revocation of a woman's membership to Planet Fitness as a result of the woman taking photos of a transgender woman in the locker room. There is a poll up, and hopefully you are able to see that. And if you should desire, you may go ahead and place your opinions in the poll. Now, before I go on any further, let me go ahead and put up my disclaimers really quickly. The first one is the Fair Use Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, which states allowance is made for fair use of copyrighted material for purposes of commentary, criticism, news reporting, research, education, teaching, and or scholarship. It provides for the legal, non-licensed citation and or incorporation of copyrighted material by others, which might be infringing under other circumstances. And the next is the viewer discretion disclaimer, which simply states the following broadcast contains mature themes and situations intended for adults. Viewer discretion is advised. So that those formalities are out the way, let us get back to the topic at hand. And I'll place this back up. Also, I would like to say that this is an all-inclusive platform. Comments and opinions are welcome. I just ask that they be respectful. So, without further delay, let us continue on with the story. Planet Fitness, many of you, as I have in the past, have been a member. And as I just said, some of you may be members already, trying to get that summer bod together or just remain health. But Planet Fitness, and I will demonstrate this shortly, has been under fire. Now, Planet Fitness is known as, any guesses what their motto or theme has been since they've been open? You see it as soon as you enter the doors. Okay, you're taking too long, so I'll answer it for you. It is a no judgment zone. Maybe some of you remembered it, and I was quick to the trigger. But no judgment zone has been their motto. So, Planet Fitness revokes woman's membership after she snapped a photo of a transgender woman in the women's locker room. Was Planet Fitness correct in this revocation? Or did they jump the gun? Now, as always, for those that have listened to my videos long enough, I always implore each and every one of you to conduct your own independent, thorough, meticulous research. This story can be found on many reputable news outlets, and this one right here that I'm extrapolating some of the information comes from Fox News. Again, Fox News. F as in Frank. O as in Olivia. X as in Xerox. That is for those who spell Xerox with an X. Further, the woman who was the subject of the story has been identified as an Alaskan woman who had her membership revoked after she took a photo, and due to the nature of this broadcast and out of respect for the listeners, I will make sure I use my words carefully. After she took a photo of a man with a P dot 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 at one of the gym's women's locker room earlier this week. Now, the date of the story was March 15th. Again, the date of the story was March 15th. Patricia Silva, the woman who took the photo, said that the, and I quote, Q dot 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 individual is still a member of the gym. Again, I cannot attest to the accuracy of that statement. I'm reporting what was reported by Fox News. The incident, according to Fox News, took place at the Fairbanks location, and the woman recording herself speaking about the ordeal said that the person identifying as, quote, Q dot 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 LBG was shaving in the female locker room. I repeat, the person identifying as such was shaving in the female locker room. Planet Fitness confirmed, according to Fox News, not me, but Fox News Digital, that the woman violated policy taking photos and or videos in the locker room, which resulted in the loss of her membership. And I'll repeat that one more time. Patricia Silva, the woman who took the photos, lost her membership as a result of violation of policy, which is taking photos and videos in the locker room. As I mentioned just a few moments earlier, coined home of the judgment-free zone, Planet Fitness is committed to creating an inclusive environment. Planet Fitness Chief Corporate Affairs Officer McCall Goslin said in a statement to Fox News Digital, Hopefully, you're able to hear the audio just clear. Our gender identity non discrimination policy states that members and guests may use the gym facilities that best align with their sincere, self reported gender identity. Let me highlight that again. The policy, their gender policy, identity non discrimination policy states that members and guests may use the gym facilities that best align with their sincere, self reported, and that to me is key, self reported gender identity. The member who posted on social media violated their mobile device policy that prohibits taking photos of individuals in a locker room, which resulted in their membership being terminated. So, those that may pop in, those who may catch the replay, your thoughts on Ms. Silva's membership being revoked as a result of what Planet Fitness states was a violation of their policy. Now, I am going to attempt to share my screen. I've already placed fair use disclaimer, and we'll look at an article, and hopefully, if StreamYard is good to me, a couple of videos. Again, this is fair use. And thank you to those that may catch this or the replay. When it cues up, I'm just going to go over a portion. And as you can see, this is Fox News. And in bold, you'll see Planet Fitness revokes women membership after snapping photo of in women's locker room. It's a 3-minute read. It may be a no-minute read, depending upon if I can get all the way down to where I am trying to get. But it's basically an overview of what I just stated, but I wanted to show and illustrate the source, which is Fox News. And hopefully this won't be hung up in the matrix too long. But we shall see. Here we go. At least I thought we were there. Thank you for your patience. We're almost there. Almost. There we go. As stated, an Alaskan woman, and you can read that. And it may be a trigger warning to those. So keep that in mind for those that decide to read this article. And I'll go down slowly. And that is that for that particular screen share. And we will go to the next momentarily. Hopefully, everyone will be able to see this as well. Now, this is a quick video via YouTube in reference to trans rights in downtown Ottawa. Hopefully, this will be able to be seen and heard. It's a relatively short video, but it adds a little bit of context and the plight of those that are pro rights. And it gives you a little bit of look into the rights and what many who identify go through. Let me expand this.
We have breaking news. A protest is happening in the capital this hour over trans rights.
It comes as Alberta Premier Danielle Smith is in Ottawa opening a new provincial office with her government's new position on trans policies still front and center. CTV's Leah LaRocque covering the rally for us tonight and joins us live. Leah?
Well, Graham, this protest has been going on for about an hour and a half now, showing no signs of stopping. It's a very large protest. If you take a look behind me, that's the Sir John A. Macdonald building, and protesters have completely created a wall along the sidewalk here, wrapping all the way to O'Connor and to the back. They are here because they want to protest controversial policies by Alberta Premier Danielle Smith, and those include requiring parental consent for changing pronouns for kids under 15 in school and restricting care that some trans youth can get. So we spoke to Ottawa parents who fear that what is happening in Alberta could happen here.
And I do have a daughter that is affected by this. And if this were to happen in Ontario, it would completely uproot our lives. We would have to move. I'm very afraid of what it would do to her. And as a parent, I can't help but think of all the youth and all the families.
We're seeing a premier recklessly interfering in the rights and freedoms of trans kids and their families, and now she's come to Ottawa to spread her hate, and we're going to stand up and speak up against it.
Now, the protest has remained relatively peaceful, but there were some counter-protests that were here supporting Smith. But there was some confrontations at times getting heated, but there is a very heavy police presence here along Wellington and along O'Connor. So just to give you an idea of what is happening right now, so this is the Sir John A. Macdonald building that's right behind me, and police have really created two barricades on both sides. On that side, there's the counter-protests, and then we have the protesters on here, and they are rallying back and forth. And again, you can just have a sense of what the police presence is like as they're trying to allow people to enter into the Sir John A. Macdonald building. To the rally continuing today for advocating for trans rights, and really no idea of how much longer this will continue. Back to you, Patricia.
All right, CTV's Leah LaRocque live for us.
Okay, that was a short video of protests that were taking place in Ottawa. And keep in mind, some of these videos are dated. It's just giving you a bird's eye view, if you will, of the fight and a look inside of certain challenges of the trans community. And we will be back momentarily. I am doing good, Sanjay. How are you on this beautiful temperature-friendly day? I'm just waiting for the next one to queue up. And again, for those that are just joining, this is about Planet Fitness, a gym I'm sure many have heard about and many could be current members, where a woman, Patricia Silva, had her membership revoked because of what? Planet Fitness stated was a violation of policy. I am Sanjay. I am doing very well. So thank you. Next, we present the screen again. Fair use. And hopefully everyone will be able to see this. Keep in mind the date. PMTV, how are you? Again, hopefully everyone will be able to see and hear this. I'm going to expand. Again, this is going to be a short video.
Has decided to cancel the membership of one of their customers after she would not stop complaining about a transgender individual in the women's locker room. Now, apparently, this Michigan Planet Fitness and Planet Fitness in general has a very clear no judgment policy. If you are transgender, you should be able to go into the locker room that you identify with. So in this case, they were dealing with someone who was born as a man but identified as a woman, and so as a result, she should have the ability to go to the women's locker room. Now, the person who was unhappy about this is a woman by the name of Yvette Cormier, and she went into the women's locker room and then she saw the transgendered individual and she was upset about it, so she complained. Here's the response that Planet Fitness gave to her. They apparently told her,
now keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this was, hopefully you can see my little finger pointing, 8 years ago. Planet Fitness is the subject. And at that time, 8 years ago, the same gym revoked a woman's membership after transgender complaints. This is courtesy of The Point with Anna on YouTube. Let us continue with the video. Again, when I do these, I like to make reference of dates and timelines. So again, this was 8 years ago. This incident that I'm speaking of was just reported on the 15th. However, I believe the incident may have actually occurred on the 14th. But without further delay, let us continue with the video. Please make sure, for those that are coming in, that you give this a big thumbs up. You may share if you would be so kind.
he said, if you're uncomfortable with that, then you can wait until he's done in there. I stood back and said, how about he waits until I'm done in the women's locker room or get a unisex bathroom? He asked if I would like to talk to the manager, and I said, I'm calling corporate. Okay, so that's the patron, that's Cormier. Planet Fitness's response was basically that they are committed to creating a non-intimidating, welcoming environment for their members. Our gender identity non-discrimination policy states that members and guests may use all gym facilities based on their sincere, self-reported gender identity. So even though she contacted corporate, they gave her the same response. And so since she was unhappy with that response, Planet Fitness decided, well, we're just going to cancel your membership. What do you guys make of this story? Haas, make your point.
I don't even like, I don't like seeing the old naked guys in my locker room. Not to say that this person shouldn't, you know, go to the locker room that she identifies herself with. I completely respect that. I really like what Planet Fitness did, even though I hate Planet Fitness because they're super like, oh, you can't drop the weights, you can't bring a water jug, and you can't grunt when you're working out. And I like working out like that. What? Like, they're judging me. They're judging the meathead.
I didn't know that they had that policy. What's wrong with? I feel like I grunt when I'm lifting.
Yeah, they have
weights.
ridiculous policies. I mean, it's a marketing move.
Not stop complaining about a transgender.
Now, I've been a member at Planet Fitness. I'm not now, but I never heard about those policies. Again, this video is 8 years old. So I'm going to take this up a few and let us continue.
They're the least insecure, I would say. So that's why they're like, whatever, I don't care.
I want to see another guy's dick and balls.
I hear you. I hear you. All right. For me, I hate everything about gyms. I hate the people that go there to be seen. They're not really working out. I don't like being hit on at the gym because.
Now that's actually funny because, and I'm not going to call anybody out because I am guilty of doing this myself, but I actually, when I was an avid and active member, I would flex a little bit, but not to the point where I have seen some people on here. Never mind. You get my point. Let us continue.
Because I'm only there to work out, and so I don't go to the gym. I either go running outdoors, or hiking, or lately I've been into yoga, so I go to a yoga studio. The gym is just, I don't know, overpriced, overcrowded, and oftentimes kind of dirty, right? So anyway, tell us some of your gym stories we want to hear in the comment section below, and we'll see you soon.
All right. That is it for that video. And let me get back over. Any thoughts thus far on Planet Fitness and their decision to revoke the membership of Miss Silva for taking pictures of a transgender woman in the women's locker room? If not, you are welcome to. For those who may catch the replay, place them in the comment section. And we have another video. And welcome, 80 Tree. How are you? Happy Saturday, or perhaps it is Sunday. Might be Sunday for you. I'm not sure, 80 Tree. But welcome and thank you. And welcome to those that are listening from the bushes. Next, I am going to present the screen for the last video. Again, this is fair use. And this is courtesy of Amalia Exponenti. And I pray that I properly stated her name. Again, fair use. And the title is Planet Fitness Allows Men in Women's Locker Rooms.
Evidence of this encounter. Here's a man, I guess, at the Planet Fitness bathroom. And, you know, this guy is not necessarily dressed as a woman. Of course, he has a towel over him, so I have no idea exactly what he's wearing underneath there. This is a pretty masculine looking individual who was apparently shaving within the bathroom. It's not making sense, guys. And again, I understand if you want to take on another identity, but should my comfort be what is lost in the mix and in the conversation of all of this? And I can't imagine there are a ton of women who actually feel comfortable with a biological man being in their space. It's very reminiscent of what we saw with Riley Gaines, the NCAA swimmer, who came forward and said, hey, you know what? It's not okay that we're competing against transgender athletes. That was one point. But another point was that Leah Thomas, that NCAA swimmer who was in question, the one who was once a male but began to identify as a woman, was exposing himself in the locker room to the fellow competitors in a female locker room. Do we think that this is okay, guys?
That's the question as it relates to Planet Fitness. revoking the membership of Ms. Silva for taking photos. I'm going to check the poll, and we'll be back for just a little bit more of this video. For those of you that are just coming in, please be sure to hit the like button if you would be so kind. And thank you to everyone. We'll be back momentarily. I'm going to make sure that I recognize you. Hello there, Benoit. Happy Saturday, and thank you for coming through. Okay, I am going to share the screen for the remainder of this commentary. And again, thank you to everyone that's come in, those who may catch the replay. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend. Happy weekend. Hopefully, everyone has had the opportunity to, if not be able to get outside, take a peek outside and how beautiful, at least in my neck of the woods, it has been. I was out earlier, enjoyed my little walk, and I will be doing that again this evening before I turn in. So let us continue on with this video.
Here, if you go to the Planet Fitness website, that they have this sort of championing inclusive fitness for Black communities as one of the largest targets and fastest growing franchisors and operators of fitness centers with more members than any other fitness brand. Planet Fitness has the responsibility to advance the health of the communities where we live, work, and work out. Driven by the mission to enhance people's lives and create a healthier world, we are committed to providing accessible and inclusive fitness spaces that allow members of all races, backgrounds, and ethnicities to feel like they belong. Now, I've never encountered a gym where I felt like I didn't belong as a Black person, or I felt like I wasn't invited as somebody who's biracial or a woman or whatever the case may be. So I don't understand what this initiative towards inclusivity in the gym is even about, but they've partnered with this organization called BLK Health, Black Health. And if you go to this page's website, this organization's website, it's just a little nutty. They're talking about racism being a public health crisis, and their stats for substantiating that are things along the line of the rate of new HIV infections among Black women is 13 times that of white women. How is that racist? It's just a fact. I don't know how that can be, utilized as some sort of evidence towards a racist healthcare system that we're experiencing. They go on to say Black Americans are infected with COVID-19 at nearly 3 times the rate of white Americans, and Black Americans are twice as likely to die from the virus. They give other stats about colorectal cancer and all these different things, and talks about how we need to create a space for critical conversations about race, health, and finding new ways forward. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Even as a half Black person myself, I'm not understanding how these things are interwoven with one another. Then how an organization like this needs to be working with Planet Fitness.
Absolutely. So that is as much as I am going to go into that video, but you could see how apparently, and you may see this with many businesses, grassroots campaigns. They may partner, and I use that word loosely, partner with organizations that may give off the illusion, and again, these are just my opinions, of the betterment of certain groups when in fact they're mere smoke screens. So that is my commentary. I will drop this in the event there is anyone that has anything they have to say on the revocation of Ms. Silva's membership for taking photos of a transgender woman in the women's locker room. I'll leave this up for a few. If no one has anything they would like to say at this time, you are welcome to do that in the comment section, or for those who may catch the replay, you may also leave your comments or any thoughts you may have. Again, this is all inclusive. Definitely no judgment, just be respectful. So I'm going to put my mic on mute again for a few, and I will close it out. Thank you again to those that took time to stop by and leave any comments. Thank you, Benoit. I truly appreciate that. And I wish that you enjoy the remainder of your day, night, or afternoon, depending upon where you may be. Okay, Benoit says fitness is also very important to us. Yes, fitness is. And fitness doesn't always mean you have to go to the gym, as you heard on one of the videos. Not everyone can afford a gym or memberships because there are a lot of these gyms, whether they're reputable, whether they have been long-standing, or maybe they're brand new and innovative. They will give you these deals, free such and such, or $10, but by the time you get there and reel you in, if you do not read the fine print, you'll find yourself into a contract which they don't tell you at first. So it's all up to you, what you have in your budget and the needs you have. But as I've said, there are so many things you can do around the house, you can do out in your yard. For those of you who enjoy gardening, that is a task in itself. Walking is extremely, in my opinion, effective. If you have hills, if you have incline, those are great options. Again, these are just my opinions. And Sanjay is looking on, and Benoit says, fitness is healthy to make us fit and fine. All right, it is now 4:42, and I'm almost at my 45-minute mark. That is my short presentation on the story of Planet Fitness and the revocation of a woman's license for snapping photos of a transgender woman in the locker room of Planet Fitness. Your thoughts? If you believe Planet Fitness was correct in revoking Ms. Silva's license, or if they jumped the gun. 75% of you said yes, they were correct in their action against Ms. Silva. What say you? And Benoit, who has the last comment, states, meditation also, if we can do it, it relaxes our bodies. Absolutely. Absolutely. Many of us, including myself, enjoy posting up food videos and shorts, but we have to feed our minds, our emotions, our mental as well, because they all work together. So with that, thank you all who joined in. To those that may catch the replay, please make sure again that you give this video a thumbs up and give yourselves a thumbs up. Matter of fact, give yourselves a round of applause. Hey there, Leonia. How are you? Happy weekend. Happy weekend. And Benoit is stating yoga. That is awesome as well. And meditation, also important to our daily lifestyle. Absolutely. So again, thank you all. You all have been wonderful. I hope you were able to glean some information from those short snippets of the videos that were played. And again, your comments are welcome. Oh, Leonia, what time is it there? It is 4:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here. And after I wrap this up and sip a little ginger tea, I'm going to go for a quick walk, and I'll be back in for the evening. Again, trusting everyone is safe and well. Until next video, you all know the drill. Be safe, be well, and you know the rest. Be healthier. Until next time, bye for now.